you need to have an unfair advantage. What problem can you solve better than anyone else in the world? Because founder product fit is one of the most important aspects of a successful startup. This advantage will define what you build and for who. The reason that founder product fit is so important is because you're going to be working on your startup for at least 10 years. And so you have to be very passionate about the problem that you're working on, and you have to have some sort of inherent edge into why you're one of the best people in the world to solve it. As a data scientist, what you build will be determined by your experience and your passion. Your experience will give you ideas for the problems that are worth solving, and your passion will make sure that you can work on these for at least 10 years. In this video, we will answer the question, what type of data science product should I build? And to do this, we're going to answer 3 sub-questions. The first is, what is a data science product in the first place? The second is, should you build a vertical or horizontal product? And the third is, should you focus on algorithms, data, or tooling products? And hopefully by the time we're done, this will help you pick which type of product is the best fit for you. So what is a data science product? A data science product is a product that has machine learning as part of its core value propositions, or a product that enables others to do machine learning. Data science products can be a product like Databricks that helps data scientists build and deploy large-scale machine learning models using distributed compute and data storage, or on the complete other side of the spectrum, a product like Klarna that allows consumers to ask for a buy now, pay later credit when they're purchasing something, splitting the payment up over multiple months, which is completely driven by automated algorithms. Or even something as crazy as Atomwise, which uses machine learning to discover new medicines faster and more efficiently. At the end of the day, building a product is about delivering value to the end user. A data science product is only a meaningful differentiator for this video, because I'm speaking to data scientists who want to build products themselves. And because with data science expertise, there's a very good chance that whatever product that you end up building will have machine learning as a part of it. And so now that we know what a data science product is, let's answer the question, should you build a vertical or horizontal product? Let's start off by defining what a vertical product means, discuss the pros and cons of it, and what type of data scientist might be best fit to build such a product. Vertical software is software that solves a very specific problem, and it's called vertical because it solves the problem for one vertical, as opposed to being horizontal, which is more generic and can be used across different industries. 3 examples of vertical software companies are AS, a company that uses computer vision to help visually impaired people navigate the street using their smartphone camera. This is a data science product because it would not be possible to build without machine learning. And it's a vertical product because it helps solve one particular problem for the consumer. In this case, navigating a busy street. Another example is like Klarna, which we mentioned earlier. This provides one type of service to its consumers. It solves it by implementing automated underwriting at scale in real time. Again, this is something that wouldn't be possible without machine learning and is a core differentiator. And a final example is a company like Harvey, which provides automated legal services. They combine their legal expertise and expertise in machine learning to deliver the service to the customer directly. These type of companies have many pros and cons. For example, you get to incorporate your domain knowledge, which can give you an edge. In a blog post called Being the Best in the World from 2019 on Less More, the author discussed how you can add extra dimensionality to the problems you're solving, which make it more likely for you to be the best. And I highly recommend reading it. It allows you to focus on one problem very deeply. In a startup, focus is everything. When you're only solving one problem, you can try to be the best at it. And finally, it allows you to be closer to the end consumer. And when you solve one problem directly, you're just much closer to the value that you bring. They also come with some cons. They often have a cold start problem. Acquiring enough data to solve the problem with machine learning may prove to be difficult. You might have to partner with someone or do the service manually for a while to make sure that you collect the data. You also have to commit to one problem. If the market shifts them radically to make it less valuable of a problem, or you lose interest, you'll need to make a hard pivot. You can't just go sell to another market. And there can be legal and regulatory barriers for a lot of the problems that fall under this. And this can be a pro. For example, Uber deployed into a bunch of cities before asking regulatory approval. And after that, it was very hard for any other company to do the same. Vertical software products can be a good fit for data scientists who have many years of experience in a single industry. For example, you've been working on a credit scoring model at a big bank for many years, or you are at your second career after being a lawyer, and now you have both data science and legal expertise. Now, let's define a horizontal product, discuss its pros and cons, and as well as what type of data scientist might be a best fit for it. Horizontal products solve a problem across multiple industries, as opposed to just one industry like we mentioned before. This can be something like helping companies with marketing, customer service, or managing their own machine learning models. 3 examples of horizontal products are Yellow AI, which helps companies across industries automate customer service using chatbots. They use NLP at the core of their product to solve the problem for multiple industries. Or like NannyML, which I'm a founder of, which helps data scientists monitor the performance of their machine learning models regardless of use case or industry. Another example is a company like Titan ML, which helps companies deploy and serve LLMs quickly. Some of the pros are, you don't need to be a domain expert, but rather have deep technical expertise. OpenAI is the best at building LLMs, and that expertise is what defines their success. You can learn from a bunch of different industries. You can use the information across industries to help your customers improve by implementing practices for more advanced industries. The initial market can be a lot bigger. Since you can target customers across different industries, you have ton more room for experiments and switching industries if one industry is experiencing problems or is harder to sell to than expected. The cons are not having industry-specific products can make it difficult for your users to resonate with it. For example, in the data science world, every industry has different terminology for different problems. One industry might use the word target, and the other might use the word label to describe ground truth. And as silly as it sounds, it might make it that your user doesn't realize that their product is for them. And it can be hard to differentiate yourself from big players like the cloud providers. When you work across different industries and solve a more generic problem, it's inevitable that the cloud providers will have a similar product as yours. And so you need to understand very well what your differentiator is and know that it is worth choosing you over a big player because of it. Another con is that you can end up being further away from the direct value your customers provide. Like if you serve a data science team who serves the business, which ultimately serves the end customer of the organization. And this can make it hard to quantify the impact and therefore justify the cost of your product. Horizontal products might be for you if you have deep technical expertise. And solving a problem from the technical angle better than anyone else in the world is enough for you to win a piece of the market. Also, your product might just be applicable to a wide range of industries, so it makes sense for you not to be focused on a specific domain. Now we've answered 2 of the sub-questions on our quest to answer the question, what type of product should I build? What is a data science product? And should you build a vertical or horizontal product? The final sub-question is, should I focus on algorithms, data, or tooling? Let's start by defining each of these, the pros and cons, as well as the type of data scientist that would fit best in building them. A focus on algorithms means that the innovation and value that you're doing with your product is related to the actual algorithms you're using. 3 examples of algorithmically focused companies are Causal Lens, which has an end-to-end platform for causal machine learning. And a lot of those algorithms have been researched by themselves. And so the innovation here is really the causal machine learning. Probable, which is the new company by the creators of scikit-learn. After 13 years, they aim to modernize the beloved library and build a commercial offering for, which I'm super excited to see what it will look like. And again, NannyML, mentioned before under the horizontal products. NannyML specifically develops novel algorithms for data drift detection, quantifying the impact of data drift on model performance, concept drift detection, and root cause analysis for when the model performance changes in production. The pros of building algorithmically focused companies are that small improvements in algorithms can lead to huge downstream value. If you can protect your IP, it will eventually give you a huge edge against competitors, and it can be greatly stimulating to work on. Some of the cons are, it can be the hardest from the pure technical perspective. It requires a deep understanding of the math behind machine learning, and not too many problems require algorithmic innovation. Of course, there's always endless problems to work on, but generally speaking in the business world, developing a new algorithm is not the first thing you would start with when trying to solve a problem. Algorithmic innovation can also be very hard to monetize. Focusing on the products that have algorithmic innovation might be for you if you have a very deep understanding of the math behind machine learning, or have identified a very specific problem that has not been solved yet by the state of the art. Data-focused products leverage customer or public data to build a competitive product. 3 examples of data-focused products are OpenAI, don't need to explain who they are or what they do, pretty sure we all know by now. Grammarly, a tool for helping you write better and to create better content, and remove.background, which helps you automatically remove background from images. The pros of data-focused products are, data is a moat. They have strong network effects. Once they lift off, the more users, the better they become. And also, often the user experience for these products is much simpler. Think of chat interfaces, web documents, or just upload a picture. The cons of these type of startups are training these models can be very expensive. OpenAI has spent tens of millions of dollars on training. Unique data that gives you an edge can be very hard to find, and there's also more risk in using customer data in your product. Focusing on data might be a fit for you if you already have some way to get data to train your models. Your skills are more on the data engineering side than the data science side, and so this will give you an edge in building out these products. Tooling-focused products enable data scientists to do their job. 3 examples of tooling-focused products are ZenML, which helps you standardize machine learning pipelines as code; Dataiku, which is an end-to-end platform for developing and deploying machine learning models; and FeatureForm, which allows data scientists to define, manage, and serve machine learning features across your organization. The pros of building a tooling-focused product are you're selling to fellow data scientists, so you understand them and their problems. It's easier for you to use your own product on a daily basis because you are a data scientist. And this means you're eating your own dog food, which ultimately helps you build better products. And data scientists love trying and learning about new things. So if you create very good content and a very good product, they'll definitely look into it. Some of the cons are you're selling to other data scientists. Unfortunately, this is both a con and a pro. Data scientists can be some of the hardest people to sell to. First of all, you have to be a data scientist. Else, getting across and speaking their language is extremely difficult. Also, your product has to be extremely scientifically sound. If there's any problems in the logic or science in your product, they'll throw it out immediately. And so they can be really hard to sell to. Personally, I love working with data scientists. I find it one of my competitive edges that I love to talk to data scientists on a daily basis, and I'm super happy that I can do it. So if you love talking with your colleagues, building a tooling product might be for you. But another problem is that your users and your buyers are often not the same person. So even if the data scientist really loves your product, you still have to go convince somebody else to shell out the budget. And then finally, big players like Amazon and Microsoft often build tooling. And so as a tooling company, you're going to have to make sure that you can really differentiate yourself against the tools that the cloud companies build. Building a tooling-focused company might be for you if you've had a lot of software engineering experience prior to becoming a data scientist, because this is some of the most software engineering-heavy products that there is. Also, if you have a deep passion for the process more than actual algorithms themselves. The line here is, of course, a little blurry. There can be overlap between these categories. Sometimes you might focus on a data product in the beginning and then algorithms later to deepen your competitive advantage. So it's not always a clean-cut line. And so with that, we answered the final of the 3 sub-questions in our quest to answer what type of product should I build? We learned what is a data science product? Should I build a vertical or horizontal product? And should I build an algorithmic, data, or tooling-focused product? Depending on your experience and passion, there are many opportunities for you as a data scientist to build products and to build startups around those products. And hopefully now you have the tooling to understand what might be best for you. Let me know in the comment section if this was helpful and what other topics you'd like to see covered.